My name is Ryan Hadley. I'm from Holden, Massachusetts, and I own and operate Trick, TRIC, Mobile RV Repair.
Can you tell us about your experience as a mobile tech and what inspired you to start your own mobile repair business?
What inspired me was I really enjoy working on campers. I enjoy the challenge sometimes, and I also enjoy the satisfaction of owning my own business, which has its pros and cons some days. But as far as wanting to be a mobile tech, I enjoy the satisfaction that it gives customers to show up at their house or campground and work on the camper and get the job done and make them happy. I worked at a family dealership for many years. We used to buy and sell campers, so we would buy trade-ins and new dealer trade-ins and repossessions at the auctions. And my job was to go through them top to bottom and get them functioning and ready for sale. And I did that for many years. I did that for about 12 years. And then about 4 years ago, I decided that I started the mobile business as kind of a side business, and I decided to take it further. I decided to go on my own and just start the business. And I figured it was going to be a challenge, but I was up for the challenge.
What's a typical day in the life of a mobile tech, and how do you balance repair jobs with the other aspects of running a business?
The typical day is I have a gentleman that helps me out, and usually he shows up at my house around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we hop in the truck and head out to our first job. Now we cover a pretty large area, so some days the ride to our job is 15, 20 minutes, and some days it's 2.5 hours. It's depending on where we're going for the day, but typically I try to schedule all jobs so we're in the same area of the state, so we're not bouncing around from different areas. The hardest part, I would say, is just managing everything, managing the callbacks, managing the emails, the scheduling, talking to the customer, staying in touch with the customers. That's the hardest part. Working on the campers, believe it or not, is generally the easiest part. If I could just leave and go work on the campers and leave the hard stuff to somebody else, I would, but that's not how it goes owning your own business. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge scheduling things because people will call you and ask you what day you can come there. And usually with a mobile service, you can't really schedule out more than a week, maybe 2 weeks, because you just don't know what areas you're going to be in because we're in different areas every day. So it has its pros and cons as far as being mobile and running the business and trying to order the parts. I usually take Friday afternoons off to enable myself to have time to order the parts and do claims for warranties and scheduling and stuff so that it's all set up for the following week. It's definitely rewarding owning your own business. If you're doing it just for the financial aspect, it's not for you. You get self-satisfaction from owning your own business, but it also comes with like I said before, pros and cons. It can be very rewarding at times.
What are some different career opportunities available to certified RV techs interested in starting their own businesses?
There's different variations you can do. I've noticed like a lot of people do just inspections, and a lot of people, they do jobs on their skill sets. Education is definitely a big thing. If you don't have experience in this industry, it's definitely a big thing to have experience. But if you don't, then education is the next best thing. If you're certified, it definitely helps you get into a dealership a lot easier, a bigger dealership, like a name brand dealership, and even some of the small family dealerships are looking for certifications these days. And it also allows you, when you're out in the work field, if you're an independent mobile tech like myself, the certification allows you to work with manufacturers and warranty companies, because a lot of them will ask you, "Are you certified?" And even some of the customers and clientels will ask you if you're certified, because you don't want somebody working on your camper that doesn't know what they're doing, because there's a lot of key components to a camper that if you do something wrong, it can cause drastic problems.
Looking back on your career journey, what has been the most rewarding aspect of this career path for you so far?
I would say the biggest reward that I have gotten out of this career is being able to support my family. I have four kids and a beautiful wife, and they mean the world to me. And there's days where I wake up and you takes a little bit to get motivated because you're just crazy busy and you need a break, but you can't. There's no breaks. So I'd say the biggest reward is seeing my family, and seeing what I've created as far as I don't know how to put it, like as far as making them all happy and us enjoying family time together. It's one of those situations where you work hard, but you also play hard, and it's very satisfying to own your own business. I get satisfaction in doing repairs, doing them the right way, making the customer happy, being reasonable with pricing. Where you have to make money, but you also it's nice to be fair and to see how happy customers are after you've done their repair and how they thank you. It's this day and age, everybody's in such a rush to do everything that sometimes people forget to thank you. They don't take into consideration how hard it is. So when people are appreciative and they're thankful and they leave a review or they're very happy with their repair, that's what motivates me.
How has the RV Tech certification played a role in your business operations, and how has it been beneficial?
A lot of people ask if you're certified. Um, Getting back to the dealer and the manufacturer's end of it, a lot of manufacturers won't allow people to do work on campers unless they're certified. And there's certain recalls and certain things that need to be done on a camper, and you need to have a certification to be able to do that. So, being certified definitely makes a huge difference as far as your capabilities to work with dealerships and manufacturers. If you don't have any mechanical background or any background in this industry, that can be a good thing as far as schooling and stuff, because it's kind of like that old saying where you can't teach a old dog new tricks. And I had a hard time in the beginning, kind of getting over that, where you can't teach an old dog new tricks, because I had experience and I had my ways of doing things. And after the educational aspect of it, I learned things that easier ways of doing something, or just the steps in order to take to repair something. And instead of throwing parts at something, because I've never been that type of person to just throw a part at a job. I don't like spending people's money if I don't have to on a part. So I always diagnose things more than once, double check everything just to make sure before I order the parts. So it's definitely having an open mind and being able to learn every day.
Any advice you'd like to share with anyone looking to become an RV technician?
If you're looking to become an RV tech and you're looking for a rewarding career that challenges you pretty much every day, there's jobs that I go to that somebody will say their furnace isn't working, and I used to drive down the highway going, okay, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, but now I don't. I just show up and do my test and figure it out from there. It's a very rewarding job. It's if you get self satisfaction from fixing something and taking something that wasn't working and getting it working, and you're the type of person that strives on that, it's definitely a rewarding career for you. Um, you need to learn patience also, because you can have the same situation with an appliance or something on a camper and think you know the answer and you don't. So being open minded is a very, very big deal in this job field. You have to be open minded and willing to learn every day, not only on new experiences, new ways to figure things out. When I started taking my certification test, I was not open minded. I was kind of big-headed. And I also, going through the testing and certifications, opened my mind to, okay, there's different avenues of looking at something like that, trying to fix it like that instead of doing it my way. So being open-minded and wanting a career that is going to set you apart from other careers and give you a lifetime of work, because campers aren't going anywhere. The industry's only grown drastically over the last few years. So if it's something that you're looking for a long time career and something that's going to be around for a while, I would suggest getting into this career. So being a tech at a dealership and owning your own business are two different things. You can, when you clock out at 5 o'clock, you can shut the business side of it off if you work somewhere. Owning your own business, it doesn't shut off. You may be able to shut your phone off, but it doesn't stop. You need to realize that you're not only the tech, but you're the service writer, you're the parts orderer, you're the administration of the whole business. So it's very challenging, but it's also, again, goes back to my thing where if you're the type of person that gets self-satisfaction from doing a good job, being able to do all of that, it's definitely a very rewarding career.